What's going on, everybody? Welcome, welcome. I hope everybody's having a great week so far. I grabbed a couple of items and I see my bot don't want to change the title, and that's fine. Whatever, the bot wants to be a pain in the butt, and you know, we can be that. I don't know why it's doing what it's doing. I've already told it to change the title twice, and it's like, nah, I don't want to change it. So I don't know if I can edit it or what, but it's jacked up right now. But anyways, yeah, and thanks to Aries again for that site, because without that, my expert was expired today, and I was like, oops, I didn't realize. Hey, Timekeeper, Scorpio Pio. Oh my goodness. I picked up a mod with a tank slash, I don't even know what you would call this. It's interesting. And then I got the Ghoul RDA, which had an interesting build deck on it also. Picked these up at Raging Vapors up at one of my local shops, which is, oh, now the bot's like, okay, you freaking bot. Which is a local vape shop to me, and they know me pretty well up there, so we're on good terms up there. Dalton up there always hooks me up when I come in, so that's always cool. Thanks Aries. Hey Richard. One thing, the main thing I picked up was a mod with a tank built onto it. Well, not built onto it, but it's a mod with a tank. And this particular tank you can either buy by itself or with this kit. Now, if you buy the tank by itself, it's set up to where you can fill the tank with a juice bottle or something, because it has this weird, I'll have to show you when I go up and close. Has this weird design, almost a funnel type spring load design that you push down and squirt through the middle, and then it comes out in the bottom of the tank and then fills the tank up. On the kit version, since it comes on a Squonker mod, it doesn't have that, because you're squeezing the bottle and it's filling the tank. And this particular tank takes those round disc coils, which I'll show you also. It's just different. It's something, you know, I always like different stuff, and this was different. So number one, here's the mod, and the first thing that attracted me to it is it's blue. You know, it's a real pretty blue color. So I know the camera is not going to do this justice, because this is a very shiny blue, but Aspire makes this actually. This is called the Feedlink Revvo kit. Feedlink Revvo kit. So the bottle, the squonk bottle, is nice and squishy on this thing. It's really soft, and then the tank that comes with it's right here on top. So you have 3 actual airflow inputs on this thing that is adjustable. You can turn this down. The drip tip is not, you can't take the drip tip off. It's built onto it. But and then you got like a 2 mil tank at the bottom, but that doesn't really matter. They're generally overpacked with cotton and choke you out. I haven't had any problems, Aries, but we'll go through all that. You've been shut off. You know, I was kind of wondering. I know YouTube is shutting a lot of channels down, and mine is definitely one that could be shut down, because stuff that I talked about in the past. We're not going to bring up what it was, because it'll shut my channel down. But it was an older video. It was actually like early last year, August of last year, I do believe. So I just removed that video. I mean, it's a year old. I like to keep my videos up so people can go back and watch them, but I took it off. So anyways, there's probably more videos on there, but I can't figure out, you know, which ones they are, so I'm not going to go through every single one of my videos and watch them to try to figure out what it is. You got to put an S on that, Steve. So if you put coins instead of coin, it'll tell you how many coins you got. Let me show you all the ins and outs of this thing, especially the tank part first. Let me see if we can get a better view of this thing. So right here's your fire button. There is no up down wattage, nothing like that. I'm pretty sure the only thing they have in here is a MOSFET chip. Here's the bottom. I know, right, Breeze? So you have, which, if I had to complain one thing about this mod, it would be the battery door. You know, mod companies back in the past used to make these batteries doors that you spin off, and this is, I'm not a fan of this at all. Now on the Squonk bottle, it's fine. I have no problem with it because it's a half-turn click. But this is a complete unscrew 18650, and it sucks. Now I thought this thing didn't have any lights, but if you look close, there we go. You see that blue light? That means my battery's charged. If it goes to blue and red, it's probably halfway, and if it goes down to red, you're dead. It does have a 5-click, so that'll turn it off. I think I turned it off right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Now it's back on. So this top cap actually unscrews, so don't try to pull it off or you'll be in bad shape. So here's the top. I wanted y'all to see this. So this funnel system here, if you buy just the tank, this middle section here is not flat like this. It has an indentation with a hole in it that leads down to your tank so that you can fill it. The coil is right here. It is actually a disc. I'll show y'all one of these close up. So I don't know, Storm. If speed shows up, we're lucky. I'll put it that way. So all your cotton is embedded inside this thing, and it's literally maybe a 2mm thick disc, and that's about the thickness of it right there. And then you have your tank section down below that. So when I fire this, you can see that it just puts off vapor. It actually was giving me quite a good vape off. It's probably flooded now. I got so much juice in there, but it vapes pretty well, just like that. I'll put this back on. So this is a squonker. You are able to take this tank off and use whatever squonking RDA you would like on here. I do like the fact that they put a rubber O-ring here to keep this sealed so that it doesn't spill out onto your mod. So this actually helps this thing seal. So if you have another squonking addy that you would like to put on here, hey, go for it. I don't think this mod is capable of pushing more than 80 watts. I do believe it says it's between 75 to 80 watts. So this is all going to be dependent on your build. So you're going to be better off building a lower ohm build just to get the, to get a warmer vape. If you like a cooler vape, then build a higher, higher ohm coil. That's all you got to do. Let me show you the juice bottle. Now I do like this juice bottle. Let me show you how this works. You half turn this, and this whole sleeve pops out. There is no tube to deal with or none of that bull crap. And then your bottle's here. This bottle actually slides out of this. And then to fill this, you just unscrew this top right here. And then you can fill it up right there, just like that. And this is where your tube's at. It screws down in there like that. Slide this back in this plastic piece here. And I got juice all over myself now. And then I just half turn it and it's back in. It's that simple. Besides me getting juice all over the place. But yeah, I didn't think I would like this coil at all, but I replied, I can't get the code. It says it's invalid. Really, Saint? Saint, if your code says it's invalid, I will get you another one. Or I can email Jen and get you another one. I apologize. I don't know why it's not working. Hello, magazine art. So let me show y'all what comes in the box. This is the box it actually comes in, and you can see it says Feedlink Revvo kit. On the back you got your mod, the 2mm tank. It comes with a spare glass in case you break it. Hey Jazzy, you got 2 coils, and these coils are between 0.10 and 0.14. I want you to take notice. See how low these ohms are? 0.10 to 0.14. And that's how you get, I think the best vape out of this thing is a lower ohm coil. But I mean, if you're using this tank, you're already going to have low ohms because that's the coils it comes with. Glass tube, O-rings, warning cards, use your warranty, blah, blah, blah. Don't vape in a bin. There we go. We got all the good stuff. So let's open this up here. Let me see if I can get this box open. Boom, there we go. Now this does not come with this tank, but and I can't get it to stay on mine for some reason, but it is really good to put on here for like if you want to keep dust out of your tank. This cap can go on here, and this thing seals so tight that I can't even get it on my tank. Once I get it on there, it'll be broke in, and then it won't keep fighting with me. It's really tight, but I know for a fact that it does fit because I have one on it at the shop. So I'll get that on there when I try hard enough. So inside here you got all your spare O-rings. Your spare glass tank is right here, and here's the coil. I wanted y'all to see this up close. So here's what one of the coils look like. Really, you know, it's different. I've been avoiding it because this is not something that you can obviously rebuild. It just doesn't look like you can rebuild it at all. So bypass that. No rebuilding that thing. You got to use what they give you. But at least Raging up there carries a lot of the newer stuff now. You know, it's hard for me in my area, believe it or not, most of the vape shops carry old products that, you know, you can go online and find stuff that you want, and then but locally you can't find a darn thing. I've been liking this. I got to admit, I didn't think that it was going to. Now you can see the true. This is what color it looks like. I don't know why the other camera didn't show it off. This is a really shiny blue. Y'all know I like blue mods, so there we go. And the tank matches it. And you just got the one fire button. It's pretty comfy in the hand. I like the way I can just squonk right here, boom right there. So all I got to do, if this tank ever gets low, is just give it a little squeeze. It'll fill this tank up, and I just keep on vaping. No problemo. So if I didn't have this fan blowing right on me, maybe. So it produces a good vape. I mean, plenty of vapor, really good on flavor. I have not had a problem with that. I am vaping Nilla Nuts. Yay! Man, I've been out of that for a while. And that will be the last bottle. Unless I get some from Higgy, I won't have any more Nilla Nuts, and that will drive me up the freaking wall. But, hey, you know, it looks like a pistol grip. Yeah, it does, Aries. The whole diamond pattern in there, I guess it does remind me of the pistol grip, but I don't think that you're going to get jumped on because it looks like a gun. You know, you're okay with this. I don't. This does not actually look like a gun. I mean, my Asmodeus Helve looks way more like a pistol grip because it's actually in the shape of a pistol grip, but this one, nah. I hear you, Richard. Okay, so that's for this mod. Now, I'm going to be vaping this, and, you know, when I adjust the airflow down on this thing, man, it vapes really smooth. I haven't had any problems out of this. Really good on flavor. I thought, you know, oh, this is a sub-ohm tank. I'm not going to like it. It's not going to have enough airflow. But with those 3 airflow holes in there, you can definitely crank the air way up or way down and get it to your liking, I think. I don't see anybody having a problem with that. Like I said, though, I'm not a fan of the battery door. Unscrewing this thing is a pain in the rear end. Other than that, I like the mod. Other than that, if they would have made the battery door like a push-in one turn, I'd have been happy with it. But the whole unscrew, like the old SX Minis, the old SX Minis, you know, had this screw-in type battery cap. But you couldn't use your finger. You had to use a coin or a screwdriver. This one, you can actually use your fingers, but it's still real fine threads. So if you don't get it on there just right and you cross-thread it, you're going to be in a world of hurt because it's not going to screw down tight and you're going to hate life. This does only take 18650s. It is not made for 2700s or 21700s. So if you're looking for one like that, nah. The battery life is okay. It's what I would consider normal for a unregulated mech mod. For a single 18650, it's on par with that. There's no difference between that and a normal mech mod as far as battery life goes. The other thing I picked up, made by Blitz, I do believe, and I believe they're the same ones that made the Double Vision. So this is called the Ghoul RDA. It had an interesting build deck, and I was sitting there looking at it going, wow, where's the positive and negative split up on this thing? So let's go over to the buildy cam. So here's the box the Ghoul RDA comes in. And they had a red one, and hey, Vaping Daves, and they had this one, which is almost a gunmetal black type color. There we go, blitzvapes.com, I don't know. So you have your O-ring, squonk pin, key. Ooh, I like the key. I'm going to use that actually. instead of a regular flathead screwdriver. So this is so you can take your coils on and off, or put your coils on and off, I do believe. We're probably going to be using the coily tool by Simon Martin also, just to judge the length of these coils, because I doubt this one's on his website yet, because I haven't seen it before. You do have a spare block on there, which I'm going to show you in a second, but it has a squonk pin in here right there that I may be installing on this too, also to try to see if this is good as a squonker. Now this is a spare drip tip that's like a frosted white color. This does have a machine type edging around the thing, so it may not be comfy for your lips. For me, it doesn't bother me, but here's the one that it comes with, which is like a black sparkly snake design, I guess. I don't know, but this looks like a gunmetal to me. Oh, look at there, there's a serial number, 17167. So I'm way up there in the numbers. Ghoul RDA designed by Blitz. Let's get to the build deck. That's what y'all want to see anyways. Now the airflow is interesting on this. Hey Gaily Bops, you have your airflow here, and then this one's going to look closed off almost. But if you can see on each edge of it, it lets air in. And I'll show you why. So you have airflow coming in from this airflow. Oops, I just clicked, I'm sorry. Let me go back to the right camera here. Alright, you got airflow coming in from this side, coming in to hit your coil, and then you see these two holes here. So that middle slot lets the airflow go around this, out, and then out and hit your coil right here. So you have just one big block, and this is like a ceramic block here that holds your coils down, and your positive and negatives are here. And I was trying to see where it splits, and if you look close, its block is split right here, and that's how it separates the positive and negative, it looks like. But it's a weird build deck, definitely. So I wasn't going to use that. I was going to use this big guy here. Let's open this up a good little bit. We're going to throw a coil in this thing. This is not spring loaded, so you're gonna be sliding your coils in here, and this lifts up, so that's where your coils go. This will be perfect for some Aries coils, just because his leads are already even, so this would slide right in without any adjustment. I'm so broke, it won't even give you a balance. I'm sorry, Magazine Art. Maybe you'll come in some money real soon. I'm sorry about that. Let me see if I can get this in closer for you guys. So we're going to take one of these coils that I was sent by Bill and throw one of these in here, or I could take an Aries coil, but I hate to break up a set of Aries coils just to throw it in here. I could, don't get me wrong, if I knew where half of them were. There are some of them. You know what? Let's try one of the, because I love how big these. Let's do one of Aries coils. Let's do it, because this is a nice big coil. So here's one of Aries coils. Look at how clean that is, even if it's not in focus. Now, I can focus it, but let's see if we can focus it. Why not? We got time. We got time. Let's see. Video. I wish this was easier, but it's not. It's a pain in the royal butt to focus this thing. Here we go, right here. There you go, look at that. And look at that. There's nothing wrong with that coil. That looks perfectly uniform all the way across. And if you have a desire to pick up some of Aries coils, don't forget to go over to e-cig, because they have them there, and I do believe they're having their 4th anniversary sale right now, which I should have that logo up on my screen, and I don't, because I'm a dummy and I'm slow. I don't know what to tell you. Let's see where we need to cut this. So we need it about right there, I would say. So I'm going to use the coily. This needs about 2 millimeters of it cut off. So we're going to take the coily and see about where we need to go. That may be a little too far, so that's 5.5. Let's go down. Let's go up. What am I doing? Is this 6? That might be closer to where I need to go right there. I'm thinking 6mm for this. And I hope I'm right, because it looked about right. There we go, 6mm. So if that's correct, then we'll just lock those in and put that in his website there. Yeah, I think that's going to do it right there. Now holding this still in the right position and then tightening this down, this might be a pain in the rear end. Well, I don't have my goggles on, so this is really difficult. I wonder how tight you can get this, because I don't know how strong these ceramic blocks are. I'm sorry I'm off camera. I got it down pretty tight though. That coil is not budging, man. It is in there. It is really in there. Alright, let's crank this down just a little bit more now that I moved it. There we go. I don't think I can get it any tighter. That's on there. Ohm wise, we're at 0.29. It does look like 0.29, which is perfect. I can vape that. It's 3mm. Thank you, Aries. So now if I put a squonker pin in here, obviously I can just squonk this, but I want to see how it's going to vape. I need to lower this because I need that airflow to come in and hit the coil directly. But I'm probably I need to fire it first, then I'm going to lower it to where this airflow comes in and hits this coil directly, because right now, as you can see, the coil is way above the airflow. And I don't think this airflow comes out at an angle really, so I want it down, 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 down. So we'll put some, we'll get it fired evenly, then we'll go back, put cotton through it, lower it down, and we should be good to go. There we go. Look at those pretty colors. I mean, seriously though. I like that blue color, man. I'm gonna leave it blue. Does that be alright? It's not even showing up good on camera, but that is a pretty blue right there. All except for the very first part of the coil that I missed. Hey Wolf, how's it going? You get your T-class yet, Wolf? You big winner, you. This is firing from the inside out. It's looking pretty good, except for this last little coil is taking a little bit longer to heat up. But I'm pretty sure once I pulse this a couple times, it's going to get a mind of its own and it's going to be alright there. I think that's good right there. I know it doesn't show up well on camera. Let me grab some cotton. Uh-oh. Where's all my cotton at? There's some. I need to refill my bin. There's a whole bunch of cotton. I only need one piece though. There we go. And I see Scorp got him a pair of these cutters here, and he seems to be enjoying them. These things cut really good. What's up, Lead Pipe? How's it going tonight? Y'all are missing all the fun, man. Y'all missed you missed everything I've been talking about so far. I'll have to show it again here in a little bit. Right now we are on the Ghoul RDA is what I'm messing with right now. This is a single coil RDA. I guess if you really, I don't think you can put dual coil in here. You don't want to try that. But it's like I was saying, you can definitely get really good flavor out of a single coil. You don't have to have dual coil to get good flavor. There we go. Just like that. I'm going to cut this off to where I don't have a heck of a lot of cotton down there in the build deck. I'm going to strip these out so they're nice and fluffy on the ends. This coil is still pretty warm, believe it or not. Pretty darn warm. Alright, now we're this up and fold this under down here, down on the build deck, just like that. Same thing on the other side, flip it, stick it, it's in there. It's like Prego. Alright, no commercials, no commercials. Alright, now I got this nice touching, and it's got a pretty deep juice well. I'm sorry, y'all can't see this. It's got a pretty deep juice well. I don't know if y'all can see. Let's see if I put my tweezers down in there. It's pretty deep. That's pretty deep. So you're not going to overflow. I wouldn't think you would overflow something that with this deep a juice well. I'm going to use Nilla Nuts because that's my flavor testing juice right there, because I know what it's supposed to taste like. So this alien coil is already going to make it taste really good. It's just soaking it in. And I'll pulse it a little bit till I see that it sucks in the juice, and then I'm going to put more on there. You want to make sure you get the center of the cotton that's in the coil soaked. You don't want to dry hit that, because then from then on you're going to get that burnt taste from it. So I always make sure I absolutely saturate the center of this coil. This looks like it's going to put off really good. Now I do have to push this coil down still. I know I told you I was going to. I'm going to. I'm just getting it to where it's, you know, broke in good. Look at that. That is going to be freaking awesome right there. So we're going to take this coil and push it down, hopefully without burning myself. I may even get to the point where I want to make these leads a little longer, just so that it's easier to let down. It's closer to the back airflow than it is the front, for sure. I could have pulled this out a little more. I think I'm going to try to now. That looks better. That's centered right there. That's about as good as I'm going to get that. We're at 0.34 right now. Okay, there we go. Let's put a little more juice on there, and we're going to put on a mod that can fire it. Maybe we'll try the Modifying series. I know it's, I think it's ready to go. See if it's got batteries in there. It does. We're good to go. Let's put the top cap back on with the airflow lined up. Turn this off. Modifying series. I'm going to have to re-even this out. There we go. That's perfect right there. So I have the two little airflows right there in between, and this one's wide open on this side. So we're going to see if it whistles or anything like that. That would be bad if it does that, because we don't want whistling. Kind of a restrictive airflow from what you would think. It's not wide open by any means. Let me see what we're set ohm-wise. Well, the batteries are kind of low. I thought they were low battery. Really? I didn't think they were that low, but okay. More batteries. That's okay. I got some on standby. Negative and positive. Alright, we're good to go now. Let's see what 75 watts does. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Now it's on fire. Perfecto. Oh my goodness. That is hot. That's a hot vape for 75 watts. Well, I mean, it is a 0.34, so I probably need to crank it down a little bit. Let's go down. Let's go down a little bit. Let's go down to 60 watts. Let's try that. That's more like it. That's damn good right there, actually. Hey, Stina. Really good flavor. It has a little bit, if you like really wide open, there you go. Wolf, I think this is the same. So if the recurve, you know, I've been thinking, y'all know I don't really the whole Mike Vapes thing, but I have heard from Asbestos himself that the recurve is a great RDA. So since he says it's good, I may end up having to get one of those just because he said so. I don't personally have a recurve, but I know some of the shops that I normally buy from just got it in, so I may end up getting one of those. Steve, you're very welcome. Dude, I'm here to help. If there's something I can do for you, let me know. That's why I'm here, bud. And if it keeps your spirits up, rock on, bud. And I hope you get better. Work comp is no fun. I don't know what kind of accident you had, but I hope you do better. I hope you get the feeling better. This is actually vaping really good, guys, and it's pretty cool looking RDA. Especially if you have a black mod for it to go on, maybe the G class or something. Boom, there you go. I'm getting no spit back or anything, and for a single coil, you would think that this is dual coil. It vapes that good. Woo! And the other good thing, I don't know if y'all can see this, but if you drip down into this, the coil's right there. You can't really miss. So, you know, if it needs some more juice, just pop you a few drops down in there, you're good to go. And the airflow is kind of up on this, so I don't think you're going to overflow it. I could probably just pump a bunch of juice down in there, just like that. We'll see what that vape's like. Did I hear about the ultrasonic vape mod? I did not, Richard. I do know they have some mod out now that you can talk to. I don't know if it's something I'd be interested in it. Oh, fractured ankle and severely sprained knee. Ouch, man. Ouch, dude. That sucks because then you're off your feet. And it's hard for you to get up and do stuff for yourself, and that sucks. I know. That would suck. Severely sprained. He didn't just say a little bit. Severely. For the people that I owe stuff that I sold hardware, no, that I gave hardware to, gave hardware out. I got shipping supplies in today. I'm going to be shipping all that stuff out tomorrow. Guarantee, cross my heart, I will get that stuff out tomorrow without question. I just got the stuff in today. I didn't have the right envelopes, padded envelopes to send them in, but I do now, so I'll send those out today. I mean tomorrow. I may even do the labels tonight and get them shipped out. That was my bad. And then the Higgies codes kind of got messed up, and I pretty much gave out my codes for this week, for last week, because they got out of order. I don't know. Somehow I got 4 codes one week and 2 the next week, but I owed 2 from the previous. I don't know what happened, so I caught up by using all the codes. I'm caught up now, but I can't give any out because I don't have them to give. But everybody knows who e-cig is, and they're already having a 30% off sale right now. I think 30 or 40% off. I can't remember. It's a big sale. I guess if I had the logo up like I should, let me see. Let me add that because I have it. Don't expect a warm vape. It's going to be a cool vape. This is not a cool vape, and I have it down at 60 watts, and it's still pretty darn warm. It's up there. And why did I not label it as Higgies? I have it, and I know it's in this directory. What's up, Big Moose? How's it going? That's backwards. That's not it. Whenever I do find them, they're together. I have the one from last year and the one from this year, and they look identical to each other, except the number changed to a number 4 instead of a number 3. I thought that was it. Oh, Nope. There it is. Bingo. It's 40% off site-wide. There we go. Let's get that up in there. How about that? e-cig is turning 40% off. The coupon code is thank you, and it is right there on screen. So if y'all want to get 40% off, there you go. And that's off everything. Aries coils, the VIP membership, and the juice. So now's a great time to buy some e-cigs. Just saying. This is not a bad vape. I'm actually digging this RDA. I wasn't sure if I'd like it because it's a single coil. And talk about the talking about the Unsana Sig. Oh, okay. I think I've had enough nebulizers. Gaily Bops. Yes, you do need to have an account with e-cigs for it to work, Saint. If you don't have an account there, you can't add the coupon code. That's why your coupon code didn't work. I was like, why? What? Yeah, you need to set up an account there, bud. It's free to do. Just set up an account. You'll be good to go. You'll have to send in some type of picture ID to prove that you're of 18 years of age, and then they will mark you, and you'll never have to do that again, and you're good to go after that. Hey, Saint, it's cool, man. It's cool. Yeah, you got to log in there, and then you can add the coupon code, and then you can take the 65% off, which I highly recommend getting a big bottle of juice. Even if you could get a liter plus, you actually get a liter plus 126 ml bottle, and the little thing to fill it with. It's pretty cool. I love getting the liters. I know Aries has a boatload of liters sitting there. He's set for a while. Oh, I saw that Jay Hayes posted a Twitter feed or something about the T class, and he was making fun of it because it had spinners on it. Okay, this is my take on the whole thing, right? Okay, maybe the spinner's going too far, right? But the chip itself, the actual functionality of this device is really good. Whether you like the spinners or not is redundant because I rarely touch mine. It's not like it affects the mod in any way. And if nothing else, it's a conversational piece. Hey, I got spinners on my mod. And they're like, oh, that's crazy. But yet you're still blowing clouds while they're changing their batteries. So he put a little GIF up of a spinner here, a spinner right above this before the tank, which looked like a Coilmaster spinner. Then he put another spinner up at the drip tip, so they're spinning all of these things at the same time. I'm like, really? The G class, the functionality of the G class or the T class. This is the T class, and the G class compared to the T class. Now, I will say that the backlight on the T class is way brighter. That is bright, guys. You can actually use this as a night light to go down the hallway. I know because I've done it. I will fire this and let this light up, and I'll walk down the hallway with this thing. Yeah, Aries, I'm there with you. You know, you may not like the spinner, but the mod itself is a decent mod, and if you didn't like it, you wouldn't have played another waffle to get another one, which you did get another one, so you suck. And I've won one waffle now, so I feel better that I'm not a complete loser. I did win one time, so your mind's a bit absent. Okay, it's cool, Aries. It's cool. Hey, I was at the vape shop, and when I was getting this stuff, he was like, hey, man, have you tried the Kinsey? I was like, really, dude? Really? Because I was vaping the Kinsey. I was like, you didn't even look at what I'm vaping on. That's exactly what I'm vaping on, so why would you ask me, have I tried the Kinsey? I bought it there. That's the other big thing. I bought it from him. I guess I can't keep up with everything. And I did get to try, now I don't know if Aries has tried it, but he probably has, knowing Aries, because he's all into technology like I am. Have you played the HTC Vive at all, Aries? I've messed with a lot of... oh, awesome, Saint! Awesome! Man, everybody's winning a T class. Heck yeah! I've played with a lot of virtual reality stuff. I have some VR goggle like the Google Cardboard type, but way more expensive versions of it. I've even used the Google not the Google, the goggles that for DJI, which have dual HDMI screens on them, which is pretty cool and a really wide screen of view. But that HTC Vive, man, it is pretty cool. I'll give it that. It is cool. I don't know how well it compares. Now, I've never tried the PlayStation VR, so I don't know how good it is compared to that, but I know the Vive was really cool. Almost sent you into a seizure. Aries, yeah, don't ever put your backlight into flash on this, because it probably will give you a seizure. If you put this on flash, it really does have a really quick flash to it, and people that have seizures, don't do that. Especially, you know, if you're susceptible to flashing lights and stuff like that, don't set your backlight to flash. Luckily, it's not set. Well, I think mine would default was set to flash, so don't even look at it until you go change it to a solid color, because that flash is something serious, and I don't even want to do it on screen because it might make Aries flip out, and I don't want to do that. It's seizure safe? Awesome, Aries. Well, okay, Aries says it's seizure safe. Maybe for him. I don't want to say everybody's cool with it. I don't know that for sure. Why would you test it, you lunatic? Exactly, Aries. You're like, I wonder if this will give me I wonder if this will give me a seizure. Brrr, okay, it's good. That's almost like, I wonder if sticking a fork into this light socket hurts. You did it in a safe setting? Okay, Aries. Well, I'll give you that, but that's still scary. I wonder if it's okay to spray this pepper spray in my eyes. I want to see if it really hurts. It doesn't make you seize either? Good, Gaily Bops. That's cool. Yeah, I know a lot of people got the T-Class now, and thanks to Jazzy for doing the waffles, and to Perry also for even, you know, allowing us to be able to have these waffles where we can go pick up a device for a fraction of the cost that you would normally have to pay. A lot of people can't afford to shell out $189 or more for a G-Class or a T-Class. They can't afford that, but they can spend $10-20 on a chance to win one. And I think it's a great idea, and I hope he continues to do it, because otherwise these people wouldn't be able to own these mods. And I'm sure when they do win, they're just really happy that, you know, they got a device for a fraction of the cost they normally pay. Hey Peach, how's it going? How's the weekend delivery going? Forks don't fit, screwdrivers are better. Richard! Y'all gonna get somebody to get electrocuted over here. There we go. I thought my batteries were going dead, but nope, I just didn't fire it right. Uh-oh, my drink's out. What are we going to do now? I see, that's my problem. I build stuff a little too quick sometimes, and then I'm like, oh, I'm already done with it. Now what do I do? I did see that Asbestos picked up a Sarin drop, and if you know the man, that's not his vape style at all. So when he told me he got one of those, I was like, really, dude? Because that's not him, but he likes it, and that's what I was trying to tell him. I'm like, it's not my style either, but it's in my pocket right now. I carry this around as a backup just because of the fact you may need a quick vape somewhere, and you don't want to take a vape off your big device and blow a big cloud. But this is a safe little way to please show off the coils. Yes, Dolores, I shall do that. The Revvo tank, for those that come in late, and I know a lot of people came in late, I'm going to show it again because, so hopefully y'all don't get mad at me for showing it twice, but I'm going to show it again real quick. I'm digging the thing. Hey, Dirty Waters, how's it going? I think that it's a decent little mod for a squonk mod. I mean, I got no issues with it, other than the battery door. So here is the mod itself. This is the Aspire Free, what the heck is it called? See, I have to look at the box. Aspire Feedlink Revvo kit. So there it is, the Aspire Feedlink Revvo kit. So this is a squonker. This does have a soft squonk bottle. This is not one of those that is going to be hard to push or anything like that. It has a single fire button. There's no wattage up and down. It does have a light right there so you can see where your battery power is. If it's blue, you're in good shape. Once it goes blue-red, it's at half power. When it goes to red, you're pretty much dead. So, and then you have your Revvo tank on top. And like I was saying earlier, this unscrews, the top cap unscrews. This one is the squonk design. So the squonk design has a flat top right here. If you buy the Revvo tank by itself, it looks like a funnel, and it has a hole in the middle, and that's where you fill your juice. But since this is a squonker, it feeds from the bottom and fills this tank, so there's no need. So here's your coil right here. I am going to show these up close and personal here in a second. The coil is actually a flat disc design, and these are between 0.10 and 0.14, so they're actually really a low ohm coil. To change this is really simple. You just unscrew this and you pop the whole thing off. It's very simple to change. It doesn't matter where your airflow is because it's all going to the same spot. It is an adjustable airflow. So this has 3 holes on it that you can adjust your airflow, and that's how you turn your airflow up and down. It does lock into place fully open. Then it's just free going until it's fully closed. So you can open it just a little bit, and whatever you do on one happens on all 3 of them. This is where you can take this off and put your own squonking addy on there if you would like. It does have a nice rubber seal here to keep liquid from spilling out onto your mod, which I think is a great feature. A nice big hole for your juice to come through. The squonk bottle is pretty ingenious design. I'm definitely not saying they're the first to do this, but this has a single quarter turn, and then this whole sleeve pops out, and then your bottle comes out like so, and you unscrew this top, and that's how you fill it. Screw this top back in, put this back in here in the right way, not the backwards way, Scuba, and then half a turn and it's back in there. You're done. The battery door, like I said, not a big fan of this twisty turny battery door, but it is what it is. So let's see if we can get the battery door open on this. This is the worst part. I think it's open, but I can't tell. There we go. It is open. So there's the battery. There's the inside. You can't get anything more than 18650 in there. As you can see, there's no gap really. So you can't put a 2700 battery in there. And when you put this back on, you have to make sure it's even, or it will get stuck and you'll play hell. So I usually just make sure that it's even before I start screwing. There we go, I got it. And it screws in pretty easy. There's no like burrs or anything that I think that need to be taken out of this thing. And then we're good to go, and it should be on already, I think. We're gonna see. Yep, it's firing right now. And the coils themselves, let's get back to the coil so you can see what the coil looks like a little closer, if this thing will focus. It does come with a spare tank, spare glass right here. There it is. A bunch of O-rings. It does not come with this, so pay no attention to that. A bunch of O-rings here. Oh, good night, Gaily Bobs. So here is the coil itself. Just interesting, you know. I mean, I guess if you really wanted to, you could get in here and pull this cotton out and shove more cotton in there. I don't know how well it would work out for you, especially, you see how centered that is right there, that center hole. I mean, how would you get that cut perfectly? You could definitely get it up against this coil pretty good, I'm sure. But unless you cut out a perfect, like if you could pull this out perfectly as a disc and then replicate this disc and slide it under this metal sleeve, I don't see how you could put more cotton. And then again, when will this disc coil itself burn out? That's the other big question. I mean, is it going to last a long time? I don't know. Remains to be seen. I have not had this but a day now, I think. Yeah, a full day and a half. Well, 2 days. I'll go with a 2-day thing because I got it yesterday. But not expensive. I don't know what the retail of this is. I did get a discount when I picked this up from Raging Vapor, so couldn't tell you. Yeah, it does ohm out low, Dolores, but to be honest with you, it's the ohms is respective to the battery power that you're getting. You're only on a single 18650, and then most of the thing will put out is 4.2 volts, and for that, this ohms is like the perfect range for me. So it's probably vaping between 70 to 80 watts, and it's perfect. Forgetful Red, I believe you can. Where is my flask? Oh, there it is. I have not tried it, and the problem is right now my bottle's full. If I get my bottle to come down a little bit more, I know you can't tell, but when I turn it straight up, the bottle's full. I will try to fill this with this. If there's any juice in there, there's barely any, but that's all right. But yeah, I think you can fill it with this. I don't see there being any problem with that. You just take your Addy off and throw it in the center there and fill it up. And you wouldn't even have to take this out. The only real hard thing to take out is the battery. The actual tank itself is easy. It's easy to take out. But it vapes good. I'm impressed with the vape I'm getting from it. That was my main thing. I thought that I wouldn't like it. I thought it was going to give me bad flavor or a restrictive vape or something like that. They should platinum coat it. There you go, Rainwalker. Platinum coat that thing, man. Green style Stonies. From 5 years ago? Wait a minute, Dirty. Okay. It is time to replace those batteries, Dirty. You are in danger zone. 5-year-old batteries? Come on, dude. Come on. They can't be holding a charge worth of darn anymore at all. To me, that's unsafe. 5-year-old batteries, that's unsafe. Batteries are usually good for a year. After that, they start dropping off big time, really bad. They don't start holding a charge like they did when they were new. So 5 years, that's a long time. Yeah, I mean, I know they're Sony's, but 5 years, that's too much. I did realize that if you have a weak battery in here, it doesn't vape that good. You got to make sure you get a good battery in here. And then I get a good, I don't know, 6 hours out of this, maybe. I'm guessing. I'll have to. Exactly, Aries. They go strong all day. Dirty, I tell you, man. When one of them batteries gets hot and you have to run for the hills, that just scares me, bud. I'm just looking out for your safety. Now somebody was asking me to build the Zion tank a while back, and I found it today. When I was looking through different RDAs, I found it. This is another single coil little squonker right here. I got this authentic from the people that make that Apocalypse, them guys. That's where that Addy came from. That's a strong little bitty Addy right there. I like that thing. For it to be a single coil, I like that they put the airflow like right here and right here. So the airflow comes in at an angle to your coil. And it's just a single coil, so it works great. Very similar setup to the way this new one that I got is, except it has separate screw holes for each leg instead of this one having one screw. If it doesn't vape good, stop spilling things everywhere. I still got Sony's from 3 years ago. Y'all are killing me. The mod could go boom. I need a new mod anyway. Oh my goodness. Dirty, dirty. Now, I won't say I don't have mods that are older than 3 years old. I know I do. But batteries, I don't think I have any batteries that are over 3 years old. I've actually got new batteries that went bad on me. So they didn't vent, they just stopped taking a charge. They either really bad things that you can do to your batteries is run them too low of power. So if you run a battery in a mech mod and you run the voltage way too low, your charger's not going to charge it anymore. It's because it's going to deem it unsafe and not charge it. So never run your batteries really, really low like that. If you're on a regulated mod and it tells you your battery's low, pop it out, charge it. It's there for your safety. So, and also to keep your batteries from getting so far discharged that you can't charge them back up. They do make chargers that will attempt to try to charge them, but usually when you bring them down that low, it makes the batteries unstable, and it's not a good thing to do. I do know Joe posted a sale on batteries, MXJO 3000 milliamp batteries for $7, I think. I think that that was a good deal for those. You can pick those up. But if you're a bigger fan of Sony's or something like that, then I would take a look around. They're always having sales on batteries, so if you find something, you know, a good deal on some batteries, hey, pick some up. Just make sure that what you get is authentic. Don't get no rewrapped junk batteries. You don't want that. That would suck. There you go. Lithium ion wholesale. That's a good place to get batteries from. If the charger charges them, they still go and go and go. Dirty, 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 man. You've been away for too long, man. We're trying to keep you from being the next news story. I don't want to see you on the news at the gas station with your mod blowing up in your pocket, man. It would be bad. Like, oh, look, it's Dirty. He's on TV right now. Yeah, that's not good. That's not good. Yeah, MXJOs are okay. I'm not going to say they're best battery in the world. They're not, but they're okay. I had a couple of them. I don't even know what happened to them, to be honest with you. They probably got rewrapped. A lot of my batteries, when the wraps get bad on them, I just take the wrap off and rewrap them. So at this point, they could be any color right now. Do I know a lot of Android stuff? Rainwalker. I used to be really big into Android. Really big. I actually was a moderator on one of the main Android sites because I developed and wrote some software for the Android. But I've kind of fallen out of the Android thing. I'm strictly iPhone, almost everything now. Apple, you know, I got iPads and iPhones and iPods and you name it. But if it's something easy, I may be able to help you with Android. But I have been out of Android market for 6 or 7 years now. So if it's anything newer, I probably wouldn't know. LG Browns. I just threw some LG Browns into this. I do have some LG Browns. I like those. The Sony VTC 5As, I like those also. I have some VTC 4s still that's still going strong. Some Samsung VTR 25R or whatever the hell they are. Those, I got those. I got a lot of batteries. My problem is I leave batteries in mods, and I don't know where the batteries went. Oh my God, there's batteries in that. And it's dead. Okay, I got to charge some more batteries apparently. See, that's my problem. I leave batteries in mods and I can't find out where the mods are. Dirty, just change your batteries. Summertime, I leave my mod on AC units and forget about them. Oh, there you go, Aries. If you get a case of them, man, and you need somebody to go in with you, let me know. As long as it's not too expensive. Android is easy. It's like coding Linux. It is, Richard. I was more into the hex code part of it with the I'm not even going to get into it. But yeah, I was into a lot of the hex code part of the Android system. Yeah, mods can drain them down to too low a voltage. Most mods have safety mechanisms built into it, so when your battery gets to a certain voltage, it'll just say battery low. It won't let you fire it anymore. A mech mod don't care. It'll let you continue to fire it, fire it, fire it. That's why I'm saying if you know it now, and I'm talking about a completely unregulated mech mod, that one will just keep on firing it. But you can tell because the vape starts getting less and less and less, and then you're like, that's when you need to take it out, put it on charge, get a fresh battery, man. Batteries are not that expensive. I can understand if they're like $50. Yeah, Aries, there you go, the dark side. That sounds not legal. I did legal stuff. But yeah, I fixed problems that other people could not fix. And it got sent to a big cellular company. I'm not going to say which one. And I pointed out their flaw in their program, and they used my program to fix it, which I think was awesome. So they couldn't figure out how to fix it either, which was hilarious. They're the ones that wrote it, but they couldn't fix it, and I did. And I fixed a lot of people's phones. But I stopped doing that. I'm way out of that. Yes, I do, Richard. Yep. I do remember that, Rich. That's pretty cool, that Pandora app. I like that app, actually. I use it, but I can't use it here, obviously, because you can't play music like that on YouTube. And I tell you what, the way it's going, I may not be able to continue to do YouTube for too long because they keep pulling channels and pulling channels. They may pull my channel. If they pull mine where I can't do live, I don't have other hosts to back up on. Like, I mean, I guess I could go, Speed, we need you to broadcast, and I'll just come on with you. Because I don't know any other way to do it if they stop my channel besides me doing a complete another. I would have to make up another Scuba channel, you know, and it would be no subscribers. Nobody would know where I'm at, and I would have to post a video on this channel just saying, hey, if you want to see me, go to this channel. It would be a short video just saying, hey, go to this channel, because there's no other way I could tell everybody to come watch me. So, and the other side, that's true. The only big thing about broadcasting over on the other side, or iVlog period, is it doesn't record the shows. So people that want to watch my replay, which a lot of people from the UK, like Gaily Bops, who went to sleep because she's too tired, they like watching the replay, and they can't do that if I do the other side. And not a lot of people won't even go over there. I'm sure, Dolores, I'm sure I would. I know they've been begging for me to come over there for a long time, but it's just, and I'd love to play my own music. It's all about, and we have bacon. Stina. Oh man, yeah, I know it did happen to Vic Magazine Art, and I feel bad for Vic because he didn't do anything. I mean, he did a review on one product, and it's just like they pulled his channel. That's bad. They give you a strike, okay, and they automatically pull you from live streaming, and that's what Vic got. Now, other YouTubers got their channel completely deleted, which is crazy. You don't get a warning, nothing like that. They just remove your channel altogether. What are you supposed to do? How are you supposed to tell the people that come to watch you, sorry, my channel got deleted, if it's gone? You can't. You have to rebuild your entire subscribers, all of them. So that would be bad. Oh, I need to check my blood pressure again because I've been taking my blood pressure medicine now for like 2 weeks, and I don't think it's come down at all. Blood pressure machine. You would think if I'm taking blood pressure medicine, which I know y'all have been jumping my case about doing it, so I said, you know what, I'm going to take my blood pressure medicine. So I've been doing it, and I noticed it went down one day, and every other day it's been high. Every other day. And I'm like, man, just give me one nice low blood pressure reading. So let's see, I'm going to calm down. I'm going to take my blood pressure. A bad gambler. 162 over 103. So it's still not, doesn't drinking, might want to take it in the morning. I'll try that, Cassie, but my problem is getting my dialytic number, yes, systolic, whatever the heck it is always over 100. Even when they gave me blood pressure medicine, the lowest they could get it was 90. And I'm like, man, why can't I get that number down low? I just don't understand why it's so high all the time. Now, as far as Richard's stuff that he sent me, what I'm going to have to do, which I'm not prepared for tonight, there's some other stuff that I didn't have on the giveaway list, like this RDA here. I think I have 2 of these. I need to add everything on a new list and make a new list for y'all to win from that, because there's stuff in there that I didn't even know was in there, and it is high magazine art. It's too high. I'll try and get it down. I do need a med adjustment, Dolores. I need a med adjustment. So it sucks. I don't like my blood pressure being up high, but it is what it is. And you know, if you can't take care of your health, then what can you do? Yeah, that stuff's not working. There you go, Dolores. It did work before, but I'm not sure that the second medication I got is the right one, because I ran out of the original one, I think, and until I get more of that, I have medicine over here. I don't even know what it is. I'm going to have to look this up, because I ran out of the main one they gave me. My lisinopril is normal for blood pressure, and then there was one other one they gave me that they had to put in together, and those 2 together is the only thing that brought my blood pressure down. I'm using a second one with this, and it's for blood pressure, but I'm not sure it's the same one. This may be the one they gave me to start off with that didn't work, and I'm using the wrong crap. So I got to go back to the doctor and find out what I need to take, and then maybe I can get it down, because I don't want to get a stroke or something and then not even be able to live stream ever again or anything. That would suck. No, Aries, I've been taking it every day for 2 weeks. I have not missed a day. So if it's messing up still now, then something ain't right. But I know you got to take it, you know, religiously. You can't not take it, but I have been taking it every day, so hopefully it comes down. I mean, I don't know. I probably do just need to go to the doctor. Ooh, here is the Coil Master spinner. Look at there. This is missing the little part, though, that goes in the center. And it doesn't spin good anymore, but that's besides the point. Stina won some money. Some Scuba bucks. Not money, really. You won Scuba bucks, but yeah. What's up, Yardbird? I was over in your realm yesterday, as a matter of fact. I went over to just past Six Flags. You know where that is. And I was over in the big D city, so I was probably pretty close to you. It won't build to a level that's effective. You would like to trade your Scuba bucks in for cash, please? Wouldn't everybody? You know what? I'm gonna do something for you guys. Let me do that right now. Watch this. I got a thing I'm gonna try here, and I think it'll work. There it is. Let's try it, just for the heck of it. There we go. Now, I gave everybody 5,000 coins. So, Aries, I already turned it off, you son of a gun. I knew you were going to be right there. Look at it. Like it would even know that number. See? You're welcome. Aries is quick, man. See, I didn't want to say what I was doing because Aries is sitting there waiting with the command. I'm gonna go ahead and send. I'm gonna go ahead and give myself 10 million coins. That was bad. You're welcome, Milo. Hey, you know. Now y'all can play. Y'all can play the bot some more. And what am I if I don't reward y'all with some coins every once in a while? Look, see, everybody's got coins now. Cool. I'm glad. I'm glad. But yeah, like I was saying, that I'm not a big fan of sub tanks, you know, sub-ohm coil tanks, because I like rebuilding, obviously. But I'm digging this thing so far. Now, my big thing is, how long is this coil going to be good before it starts tasting like crap? And that may be something that I'll find out by next Friday, if this coil is already bad. I don't know how much these coils are. I don't even know if they sell these coils. It would be pretty bad if they sold this device and don't sell the coils for it. I do know for a fact that I went up there and they didn't have any coils for the Sarin drop. Now, I'm still on my original one. I was going to buy some while they had them, but if this does start to taste bad, I could probably order some and get them before it goes completely bad. So I'm not real worried about it. I need to put some more juice in there, but it's getting low. And they're not expensive. I mean, even if I go to my vape shop, they're not that expensive. I can buy them cheaper online. They're like $3 or something like that. But this is a good thing just to keep around in your pocket to vape when you can't vape your normal device. That's what I would put it as. I mean, if you want to sneak a vape in the movie theater or something, this would be something to use for like that, where you can't... There's still people under 5K. Well, Aries, this is the thing. If they're not active in chat, it won't reward them. That's the way it works. Any chance you could coil something using a pair of parallel stapled stainless steel coils? It's been so long since I've done a parallel coil, and I can't remember now. If I reward it again, Dolores, it's going to give... Everybody's going to have 10,000 coins. That's the bad part. Maybe I'll do it again in the future, but I don't want to do it right this minute. If y'all didn't get it, I apologize. I can... See, if I turn it on, Aries is going to ring me out, or one of the mods is going to ring me out. The problem with that command is it's not limited. Anybody could go reward themselves with coins. So that's the bad part. What was I going to say? Oh, he wants to see parallel coils. Doing those are almost, I'm not being greedy. I'll tell y'all what, y'all are something serious. I don't even know if the bot's not going. Yeah, it's not working. Oh no, there it goes. What do you know? There, I just tried it again. We'll see what happens. Now y'all got a lot of coins. So I don't know. See, there's Okie Music Girl. You're too late. I've already cut it off. Man, a good thing that the time is off of. The time is off. Look at that. Look at that. I think y'all were messing with me. Let's see what Dolores has got. That's what I want to know. It only lets you check your coins every 10 minutes. So, yeah, now RS has 14,000 coins. Okie came right in. Yeah, reward Okie all kinds of money. Y'all are funny. But yeah, this RDA, I'm digging this little Ghoul thing, man. A lot of them, a lot of RDAs I'm not impressed with, but this one so far seems to be pretty darn good. I'm digging the flavor I'm getting from it. If I'm a juice connoisseur of Nilla nuts at all, it's damn good. I'm impressed. I am very impressed that Stina is making her own Nilla nuts now. She's making gigantic. She makes bigger bottles of it than I do. Well, I made some 500 ml bottles of it. She won. She actually did the auction and got one of those 500 mils. Now she makes her own, which I think is freaking awesome. There we go. And it's not like it's hard for y'all to find the recipe. I'm just saying, it's out there if you look. For those that do DIY. Some people would rather, you know, buy it from Higgy, which is great. I got no problem with that at all. You know, that's all asbestos anyway. But I think that if you can make it yourself, it's a good thing. If you like it that much. Obviously, it's not everybody's all-day vape. Yeah, there was an auction, RS, year before last, I do believe, if I'm right, Stina. I donated a 500 ml bottle of Nilla nuts, actually during the show, to see if somebody wanted to win, and Stina bid that thing way up there. And props to her, man. That it went for a good bit of money. I was impressed. So now she can make her own. So now she has a never-ending gift, and she can make her own juice. And then I think that right there is the best thing. If you can, it's been a minute since you slept since then. Well, if you can make your own juice and it's satisfying to you, that's the most important thing. Finding that all-day vape for you, for some people, they still haven't found that, and they're constantly buying different juices until they find the right one, you know, the perfect juice for them, which sometimes is very expensive because not all juice is, you know, affordable. I do believe personally that e-cig has affordable juice in all accounts, and their juice is damn good. Where's the recipe? Pat, it's actually on one of my YouTube videos in the description and in the comments, or go to e-liquid recipes and do a search for it, because I know somebody posted it there, not with any permission from asbestos or anything, but somebody posted it there. But he may be watching right now, and if he feels like posting a recipe, go for it. I just don't want to do it. I'm not trying to take money out of Higgy's pocket by any means. And they understand that people have the recipe, which is fine. But people, you know, even though people have the recipe, it still sells like hotcakes. Aries knows that. People don't have the recipe for Aries Ram, but they still buy it like crazy. Same, and it's like, but people have the recipe for Nilla nuts, and it still gets bought like crazy. That tells you something. There you go. Thank you, Milo. So Patty's going to send it to you. Milo's going to send it to you, and there you go. You can make your own, bud. And Richard's going to get more stuff this season, this auction. Yeah, Higgy's always has a great auction, man. They put up some really cool stuff. Whatever gets donated. Hell, I should donate some stuff. I got enough stuff where I literally could donate. And, you know, I don't care about getting money for it. It's obviously going to a good cause no matter what, so I don't care. But I want to put stuff in there that people would actually want. Like Albie. Albie put in a freaking gold.com. That was like the crown jewel of that auction, man. That gold.com, you can't get those. And I have one, and that one's not going in the auction. I don't have a bunch of them. I have one. And that gold.com is staying with me. Next Higgy will be Nilla. Yeah, Aries Ram is good too. Oh wow, lost it in a hard drive crash. Aries, that is a shame, man. You can't even make it for yourself. Yeah, Extreme Designs posted the recipe. That's exactly who posted the recipe for Nilla nuts. Is Extreme Designs. you know, I didn't bother contacting him about it or anything. I don't think I did. It's not a closely guarded secret. It's not like you know, the other recipes. Richard, you do that, and I really appreciate, and I'm sure all the viewers appreciate what you do. I'm really surprised that you would actually bid on stuff, win it, and then give it away. But hey, you know, that's the good thing about the vape community. You know, people just give. Scuba could donate a vape shop. I could donate a vape shop, Dumb Long. I could. I would be out of everything then. I keep looking back at my mod case. There's mods that I'm missing that I don't even know are missing. That's the weird thing about it. I thought about a mod yesterday. I was like, man, I haven't seen that mod in forever. And I know I own it, but I haven't seen it. Okay, Pat, the 40% is for everybody. It also the 40% is for the Higgy Juice, Aries Coils, and for VIP memberships. If you get a VIP membership, it makes everything even cheaper. Obviously with VIP, you get stuff like free juice on your birthdays and stuff like that, and you get a price plus the 40%. So if they have a sale, you get your own 20% off for VIP plus more on top of that. It's freaking awesome. Look at my Rolly. I know, right? I did look at my Rolly, Milo. It's empty. But yeah, you still remember my Rolly, Milo? You've been around a while. You can always tell my longtime viewers because they bring up stuff that I haven't shown in a long time. And the Rolly is one of them. I did a real short video on that, but I think that's a great little carrying device for mods and tanks and stuff because it has little separate compartments and it rolls out to this nice long display, and you put all that stuff in there and roll it all up. It's pretty cool. I still have it, actually. I've messed with it yesterday. Oh, here we go. 20% off plus the normal coupon amount. So if you're VIP and get 65% off code, it's worth 72% off with free or discounted shipping depending on your location. There we go. Oh, you have a VIP for life. Nice, Richard. So you have your 20% off plus the 40, so you're basically getting 60% off right there. And that's also off of Aries Coils. So if you need to pick up some coils, now's the time to pick up some coils. 60% off Aries Coils. Aries ain't going to be able to keep up. Will I show the King mod? Yardbird, you're hilarious. Yardbird and myself picked up a King mod from one of the vape shows years ago, and he's like, yeah, show it off, Scuba. I have it, Yardbird, but for me to find it is another story because I did pack up some stuff. I don't see it right offhand right now. That's not it. What is that? Oh, that's my X1. What is this mod way back here? Oh, wow. That's an Asmodeus something or another. I didn't even know that was back there. I don't know where the King mod is around here somewhere. Yardbird. I don't know where it is, but I do have one. Unless it got stolen, which I don't doubt. I am missing a lot of stuff that I used to own. They don't add directly to each other. You get an automatic 20 and then 60%. Oh, I got you. I got you. Thank you, Aries, for... You was joking? Okay, Yardbird. Well, I wanted to look because when y'all remind me of mods that I used to own that are now missing, I want to go look for them because I'm like, Richard, you deserve that VIP. I think you spent more than enough money at the auction to deserve that VIP membership. So you're in good shape, bud. I love the way I can just fill this right up. I just squeeze the bottle and it's full. It's full again. And I'm not having to do the whole tilt thing to make sure the coil's wet. it's actually sucking it up through the side somehow. I don't know. It's working. I think that's what we got, Breeze, was what was that company called? Angel something? Angel Designs or something? They were going out of business and they decided to sell all their mech mods for like $10. So me and Yardbird went over there and just had a field day. Yardbird was right behind me. Yeah, I'll buy one too. Yeah, I'll buy one. It was crazy. We bought everything. We was like, man, we should go back and get more. We got a lot of stuff, that's for sure. I love when you can go to a, did you ever get the proper screws for the coil art? Ooh, I don't know, Pat. I haven't messed with that since. I will tell you this. If the coil art Azeroth has screws, and it came with spare screws, I do have the box for it. It's just packed up in a box. I would have to find it. I have a lot of my, I mean, I got boxes. I still got boxes I need to put them in. Like, here's the T-Priv. Still, I got the box. So all the spare parts go in these boxes. And then I take these and put them in another. Milo, good question. Damn, you would hit me like that. Is it worth buying? I think that depends on your vape style, Milo. For a single battery squonker, I do like it. I will say that I don't like the battery door. Other than the battery door, I like the way this thing vapes. I want to try this with another squonk RDA on top of it. You know what I mean? Just because this is a proprietary type coil system, I want something I can build my own coils in, vape it, and see how I like it there. See if it puts out a strong enough vape. And I promise you, by next show, I will have done that. I've only had it a day, so I've just tried it with this. I was actually going to put the squonk pen in this and vape it on there, which, I mean, I probably could do now, actually, if I can get the squonk pen. Maybe we'll do that real quick, because it's the same juice, right? Nilla nuts, nilla nuts. Let's try that. Let's do that. Why not? All right. Buildy cam time. Better than the Wraith. That's a good question, Milo. I don't own the Wraith. I do know that a Wraith is an 80-watt little squonking deal, so it's probably similar. I don't know if the Wraith is the same size as this. These do come in different colors. I just like the blue. This is a really pretty blue. I like where the fire button is. This is very comfy, whether you're left or right-handed. I think this is comfy fire button where they put this placement of it. It's not heavy. It fits in your hand really good, actually. So let's take this one apart and put a squonk pin in there. Hopefully, you know what? We better take the top cap off before I get too far ahead of myself and I make this whole build deck fall apart. Let's take this pin out where I can hold this post still and nothing falls apart. Alright. Now this little Ziploc baggie is going to be next to impossible for me to open because my hands are slick. There we go. There's the squonk pin. So I'm going to keep the other pin out for just a second, just in case I don't like the placement of it or something like that. I'll just put it right back the way it was. So we're going to take the squonk pin. Throw it down in there. Let's make sure we're still getting the resistance. 0.37, that's right. Okay, so that's still good. I can't really see the post because it's too deep down in there, but we're going to see how well it squonks. Let's put it on this mod. Now that's a much higher ohm. This thing really needs a lower ohm probably to vape good, so 0.3 is probably not going to hit that good on this. We're going to find out right now. Yeah, that's going to hit really weak. You really need a lower ohm coil. Well, it's starting to pick up now. We'll see. We shall see. I don't think it's going to vape that good just because of the ohms of it. I'm thinking somewhere between a 0.1 to a 0.2 would be perfect for this, but 0.34 is a little high for this, so it's going to vape at a really low wattage. Yeah, this is vaping, but it's a very cool vape. It's very cool. So I think for this to function well, it needs to be a lower ohm. It's okay, don't get me wrong, but if you like a warmer vape, build it lower. 0.2 or lower. Between anywhere between 0.1 to 0.2, you should be good. Anything above that, and you're going to get a weak, cool vape, which is what I'm getting now. Don't be interesting for a few. I don't think I ever was interesting, but that's beside the point. It is vaping pretty good. I'm surprised that it vapes this good at a 0.34, but yeah, not a 0.8. 0.8 is well, this is a 0.34 right now, Milo. So 0.2 or a 0.1, but so between 0.1 and a 0.2, that would be perfect for this. Let me see if I have anything that's that ohm right now, because that would be the key. Dolores, I really don't have giveaways to do just because, number one, I don't have the Richard thing set up because I'm going to put more stuff in there and make a new list, 1 to whatever. And number two, the Higgy codes that I have, I already passed out just because I got behind a week somehow and I didn't want to give away expired codes. So I gave all the codes I had that were current out. Even this week's out, so I have to wait until next week before I do it. This is a 0.21. So this is the Kinsey, and it's a 0.21. So we're going to try that on there. It's not a squonker, but at least I can see if it's going to fire hard enough. My ohms are perfect. Really? My insulator came down through my 510 about half a mil, if that's what you call the plastic around the 510 on my new OBS, but my ohms are perfect. I cut off the excess. That's weird that your insulator got pushed down like that. It shouldn't happen. So let's see what happens on a 0.2 something coil on here. See how it vapes. Non-squonking, just going to see if it vapes this good enough. This is still kind of weak. Now the other interesting thing. Let's see what the Revvo really ohms out at. That way we'll know what ohm to build. Because it said it can be a 0.10 to a 0.2 or something. So let's see what it does really ohm out to be. There's your answer. 0.13. So 0.23 may be a little too much. I mean, it's vaping better than the other one was, don't get me wrong, even though I have the juice flow all the way open for some damn reason. Why is the juice flow all the way open? There we go. Now we're closed down a little bit. But a 0.23, that's a little... Oh, Morton Owen is a damn fine reviewer. From what I've not watched a lot of his videos, but he's very detailed about what he does. I did enjoy watching his video. Yeah, this is vaping weak, guys. I would say stay between a 0.1 and 0.15 or 0.18 because a 0.23 seems a little weak still. This is bigger coils. These are dual 3mm coils at 0.23. So you got to think this is off of a single 18650. So, you know. But when I put the regular tank on there that came with it, that's at 0.1, I'm going to build a coil that's 0.13 and put it in some kind of tank and try it, and then I can let y'all know, does this thing hit hard with something besides the tank that it comes with. The tank that it comes with, don't get me wrong, it's great. I'm really digging this thing. But I know a lot of y'all are going to want to take it off and put something that you own on there that's rebuildable, which I don't blame you at all because I do it myself. But I'm going to build something either with stainless steel, which will bring me right into that range. Even with a dual coil, I'll still be 0.1 something if I do stainless steel. And maybe a Clapton coil, I'll put that in there, and then it should be hitting just as hard as this does. Yeah, that's so much better. I can't even begin to tell y'all, that's so much better. And the battery is going dead in it. Now, the battery I put in here was not the best battery in the world, but the battery's going dead on it already. That could be another reason why that didn't hit hard. So, John Q, what's going on, bud? John Q's the guy that goes, Scuba has a show? Yeah, I do, John Q. I got a show sometimes. Let's try a Sony battery in there. Maybe a Sony will hit harder than what I've got in there. I had some yellow battery, and I'm not even sure because it's a rewrap. So I could have put a crap battery in there. So if this hits hard with this battery, then I'll know I can probably try that tank again. And it might be better. Yeah, stainless steel does ramp up quick, Timekeeper. I think that may be the key with this thing. Wow, that's vaping good. Alright, so if it vapes good, I'm going to try the tank again just because this is a fresh battery. And it is. Actually, it's showing medium. What the hell? That was freaking. Alright, let me try another. I want a battery that's fully charged. This is showing half charge. And it was in my case as a full charge battery. This may be one of them batteries like Dirty Waters has that I need to. Am I going to be at the meet? RS, I don't know. I don't think I'm going to the meet. I don't know, bud. I know y'all count on me being there, but I have everything I need. Besides seeing you guys there, that's about it. Alright, this battery better be fully charged, damn it. Okay. Holy moly. Yeah, that hits way better. Way better. Alright, now let's try the Kinsey on here with a freshly charged battery and see if it hits right. Because I don't want to give y'all a false impression here. Okay, that's better, but it's still weak. 0.23 is just... The way I figure it, if it's vaping at 70 to 80 watts at a 0.1, so it's probably going down to maybe 40 to 50 watts at a 0.23, so that's going to... If you're used to that wattage vape, then it'll be perfect for you. If you want a little warmer of a vape, you need to build down in the 0.1 range, somewhere between 0.1 and 0.2. This gets warm, but only after a long ramp-up time. It takes a while. How do I bet $1 million? I don't think it'll let you bet that high, John Q. This is vaping a lot better now that it's already warm. What were the builds on the mech? The coils that it came with, Aries, is a 0.13. That's the ones that it comes with. So when you have it at that ohm, it vapes great. Right now this is vaping good, but I've already warmed this up. So now every time I hit it, it's already warm. So it's giving me a really good vape now. That's a 0.23. But I think to get the optimal vape on this, you need in the 0.1 range. Hey Stu, I think, yeah, Aries, but I don't think this mod puts out more than 80 watts, even with a 0.13. If I read in the book, which I can break out the book, it says something between 70 to 80 watts. I think it has a limiter on there, so. If it was a full mech, Aries, I agree. But this thing has a chip. Right, this has a chip. Yeah, it's a 5-click on, 5-click off deal. So what the limits are is whatever they put in here, or whether it's a MOSFET or I don't know, because it doesn't give you great detail in the book. But I did read it to see that it puts out between 70 and 80 watts on their coils, the 0.10 to 0.13 or whatever. Wow, their tank is vaping great. I love the temperature of vape I'm getting off of the stock tank that comes with it. Now they may sell this not as a kit. I don't know. Like I said, it's called the Feedlink Revvo kit. It's REVVO. If y'all want to look it up, it may be cheap at 101 Vape. I don't know. It's probably cheaper than I paid for it, but I doubt it. There you go. So if it's got a restrictor on it, it's probably around 40 watts. Aries, that's what I'm getting. Between 40 and 50 watts, that's what it feels like on the 0.23. It's almost, you can tell. You've been vaping long enough. You can tell. To me, it's vaping between 40 and 50 watts. And I'm a 75 watt type of guy, so I know you vape even higher. But I usually vape between 75, maybe 80 watts, somewhere in that range. And John Q, you don't have, oh, you weren't here. I gave away 10,000. Let me see if I can do it. I don't know if it'll let me do it. I don't think it'll do it just because I don't have that much to give. My bot's kind of picky. But, bad lung day. Bad lung day? See, I can't even, alright. Let me try something, John Q. Oh, let's see. The chat's moving by too quick. Oh my gosh, it won't stop moving. Stop moving, chat. Ah, I missed it again. There we go. Let's see if that works. No, nope, I did it wrong. There we go, John Q. Now you got some bucks. I'm rolling. You spelled your own name wrong? Did you say reward yourself 100? What the hell? Reward Munchkin 100. I don't even know if it gave you that 100. That's hilarious. The bot didn't even give you the 100. That's awesome. Flip coin 101. The dice are smoking. Yeah, she tried. The bot wasn't taking it for some reason. I'm surprised that it wouldn't, because usually it lets y'all reward yourself. I didn't leave it on long enough to see if it would work, but that's the way y'all got all them coins to start off with. So the people that got like a gabillion coins, that's the way it worked. So the T class, now I don't know if Wolf, I didn't see, Wolf Shadow, if you're still here, I didn't see if you got your T class yet. Did you get it? Do you like it? Etc. Etc. Inquiring minds want to know. Yeah, you have been giving yours away, Aries. I'll give you that. Stina, you keep losing. The bot's kind of weird. It'll give it, and then how do you cash out? John Q, someday I may have a Scuba shirt. And then if I do have a Scuba shirt, oh yes, you love it? Awesome. Nice, Wolf. I'm glad you got it, bud. And I'm happy that you won the auction. You got it in 2 days. That is freaking awesome, Wolf. Wow. Thank you, Yard. Yeah, I'm glad you like it. Yeah, it's a great mod. I mean, you can't go wrong with e-cig chips anyway. That's freaking awesome. 0.0001 on the Scuba buck. Where do you get into this waffle? Steve Macaulay. It's the SX Mini Brotherhood group. Jazzy does waffles all the time, so you definitely need to check it. I can get you a link to it, which probably won't work, but I'll try to get you a link for it. Oh wow, it just came up and I didn't click on it. Let me try that again. Well, it wants to be a pain in the butt. There it is. I'm going to give you a link. Now, whether or not you can click on this link and it takes you there, but if you go to Facebook and look up SX Mini Brotherhood, thank you, Aries and Munchkin, join that group. And these waffles, Jazzy usually does, it's like $9 a slot. And there's 20 slots, so you have a really good chance of winning. If you win, that's all you pay. You don't even, unless you're out of the country. Now, if you're not in the U.S., you have to pay for shipping. But if you're in the USA, shipping's included. So whatever you paid for the waffle, if you bought 2 slots, that's like $18. Even, and as Aries pointed out, if you bought all 20 slots, that's $180. That's cheaper than buying it retail. It's $189 retail plus tax plus shipping. If you pay all 20 slots, you're paying $180. It's still cheaper. So you obviously don't have to buy every slot, but you never know if you're going to win. I mean, some people play 1 slot and win. Some people play 5 and win. Some people play 1 and lose. I've played a lot. And I lost every time until I got to my like 57th waffle, and then I finally won. So I'm happy I finally won one, though. Everybody else was winning like crazy, and I'm like, how do I pick the wrong number every time? Pat, I sure will, bud. Now the T class, you may not like the spinners that are on it. But functionality-wise, the mod is solid. I will say that. Where is my tank that I usually have on top of this? Oh, there's a Kenzie. All right, let's put this back on top of it, and I'll show you the T-Class. I will say the LED on the back of this thing is bright as can be. It is very bright. Let's go over to the buildy cam. So here's now this, I do have a silicone cover on this. I got lucky and got one of these. If you want to buy the silicone cover, they're like $10. That is separate, so you may not get this silicone cover. But when you fire it, I have it blue right now. You can change the color to this. Blue, yellow, green, red, purple, flash, white, It has a lot of colors you can change this to. This is bright enough to walk down the hallway. It is that bright. I ain't lying. It lights up. The screen is really cool. I have it on this screen, which is pretty cool because when you fire it, you can see it come back down. That is pretty cool. I like the way that works right there. So it goes up to your set wattage, then drops back down. Now I got my wattage there. Your ohms are over here. There is a spinner here, obviously, and then there's a spinner at the top. You can either choose to use the spinners or not. That's completely up to you. But the functionality of the mod itself is fantastic. There is this is Bluetooth. It also has a long variety of screens, which I know y'all can't see right now. Bluetooth, time setting, brightness. Let me try changing my brightness. I have it set down to 2 right now. So I mean, I can go down to 1 and maybe y'all can see this a little bit. That's about the lowest I can go. Wallpaper select. Let's go through the wallpapers here. There we go. These are all wallpapers that come default with it. And this flickering you see, that's just because of the broadcast. You won't see that when it's in your hand at all. That's number 1, and then that's the one that's another one, and then this is the one I'm on right here. So that should be all of them. So I go back to this one and I push right and that sets it. There we go. Y'all can see this pretty good. So there's lots of settings. So the backlight right here, as you can see, red, green, blue, yellow, purple, white, and flash. So if I go between these, wow, these are very bright. And now I'm set in red. There's the purple, which is not showing up. This doesn't show up very well on camera. This is green. It is a very bright green. This is the 580 chip, Pat. 580 chip. I'll show you that here in just a second. Let me turn this off. Well, there's the clock. Actually, you know what? The easiest way to do this, just open the battery and close it back up. .580J, SX580J. I know that doesn't show up good on camera, but that's what it is. Yo, Aries, what's up? What I miss? Oh yeah, I know how to unlock it, Aries. I know how to do this. So if you lock it, 1, 2, 3. If you lock it with the and you have the clock, it's 3 clicks, 1, 2, 3, and then you'll have this symbol here, and you push down. That unlocks it. I knew how to do that, but I was just trying to show him the boot up screen. So it's harder to go in the menu and turn the system off. That's what I was doing. I know how to unlock it. Yeah, that's easy. But I do like this little tachometer. That's pretty cool. I like that. It's a great mod functionality wise. Whether or not you like the spinners, that's up to you. But as I was showing, this is one of my really old SX Minis, and I can show you right now. Bam! Still full battery. This thing is unbeatable. Aries, you know what? I know there's a lot of people that don't know how to unlock it, but I'm a tinkerer and I would fidget with it until I figured it out. But yeah, I knew how to unlock it. The Vikings just drafted Stevie Wonder. No, not simpler way to unlock it. I meant simpler way to get to the boot up screen. Pat, I understand the spinners, but this is it, right? The spinners, to me, I never even really mess with them. It's unless it's an eyesore to you, I wouldn't even worry about it because they never get in the way. I'm not like, oh, a spinner's in the way. It's never like that. It's very comfortable in the hand, especially with the silicone cover on it. Very comparable to the G-Class. The G-Class has the fire button in the center, and I like that, but it also is a downfall for me when I carry it in the truck because if I got something that slides over it, it'll fire it. This one being on the side, I'm a lot better off at it not firing. And it's easy to lock. I mean, 3 clicks, you lock it. That's all you got to do. If I ever going to put this in my pocket, I 3-click it, it's done. Simple. Done. But it works flawlessly like all the SX Mini mods do. So I love the really bright blue light. I mean, this is like 10 times brighter than the G-Class. I ain't going to lie. This light they put on the back of here, it ain't no joke. It's no joke. Let's see what you got there, Aries. Oh, look at that. Very nice, Aries. Manual TCR, too. I like the Stormtrooper one. That one's pretty badass. I like that. And that's what they look like without a silicone sleeve on them, if y'all are wondering. So Aries just posted a picture in chat. I do like the little USB cover he's got. I need to order some of those, and I forgot. But thanks for reminding me, Aries. If you look at Aries' picture down at the bottom, that's where the USB-C connector is. He bought some, just they're covers, that's all they are, but it keeps dirt, junk, bullcrap from getting in there. 3 clicks on the G. Yeah, it is 3 clicks. It is 3 clicks, Slappy. If you was at the crap table. Amazon from Port Plug. Port Plug, okay. I'll look them up, Aries. The SX Mini's overpriced. You know, Richard, I could see you saying that, but then again, how many other Chinese crap mods that you own that have died that were cheap in price compared to these old SX Minis that I still have and still work to this day? To me, I'm more susceptible to paying a little bit more money for a mod that I know is going to work in the future. All my other ones may die. These still work. Proof is in the pudding. I mean, that's all I'm saying. I've had these mods for years and they still work like day one. I have DNA mods that have died, just completely crapped out. I don't have one SX Mini that's done that. Now, that's my personal experience. You may have some other one. But for me personally, none of them. Less than half the price. Well, you know, a lot of times you get what you pay for, too. So, I just know whenever I hit the fire button on this, that's what it does. And I enjoy the vape I get all from it. And I got this cheap. Well, if you count all the waffles I entered, I probably could have bought like 8 of these, but the waffle I paid to win, I only paid 18 bucks for this. So yeah, the V-Boy, now the V-Boy is a great mod also, Rich. I'm not going to put down the V-Boy. It's right here, even though I don't have any batteries in it right now. It's a great mod also. Also another one with a center fire button. I do like the V-Boy. I do believe the V-Boy also has a Yee-Hee chip in there, though. That's what I'm saying. It's there you go. Alright, guys. It is time for me to bump off of here. I hope everybody has a fantastic weekend. And I'm going to do some more testing on the Aspire Feedlink Revvo kit and make sure that it fires good when I have like a RDA on there with a 0.13. I think that yeah, the V-Boy has a 500 series chip, exactly. I want to make sure that the Feedlink works good with a regular RDA with that own build. I think it will. I think this mod is very dependent on your build. But y'all have a great night. And I will catch you guys next week, same time, same channel. And thanks for everybody coming out. Catch y'all later. Peace.